What up, everybody? It's the Champagne Poppy, and we're going to enter the domain with this deck, my domain Monarch deck. So let's get into it. This deck is really freaking cheap to build. Just get 3 of the structure decks and boom, you got it. A budget player's dream, really good deck. Overall, let's head into the monster. We play triple Ether, the Heavenly Monarch, the best Monarch in the deck. Basically, when she's summoned onto the field, you basically can send 2 of your Monarch spells or traps to the grave, which gets you advantage on top of that. And you get more advantage because she gets to special summon a Monarch from your deck. And that includes her, so you can basically special summon another one of her out, which is really overpowered and broken. Next off, we play triple Uberus, the Underworld Monarch. Uberus is a cool card. Basically, when he's tribute summoned, you do the same thing as Ether, pitch a spell and trap Monarch card to the grave, get advantage from that. But he bounces a card. He takes one of the cards in your opponent's hand and make them send it back to their deck. And it's just really good in general. In order to summon these 2 high monsters, we gotta have some tribute cards, which is Ida, the Heavenly Squall. Ida allows us to special summon the Eidos from the deck. And Eidos allows us to have an extra normal summon, which is really good. And to round out the rest of the Monarch cards, I like to play 4 Monarch of the OG Monarchs. Like I play 1 Cassius, I play 1 Mobius, I play 1 Riza, and I play 1 Tetalos. Thalos burns, Riza is a compose, he's a twin twister, and Callius, basically if it's a dark, you get to inflict 1,000 to your damage. Plus you get a banished card, which is really good. That rounds off the monster lineup. For the spells, we play the best spell in the deck, Triple Pantheism, which is broken. Basically, discard any Monarch spell or trap card in your hand, send it to grave, and draw 2 cards. This card can also be used in the graveyard. By banishing it, you can choose 3 Monarch spells and traps you want to add to your hand, and your opponent has to choose one of them. And you can actually, like say I want to add a tenacity to hand, I can basically have like 3 tenacities if I could, and do it that way. Next we play Domain of the True Monarch. Domain next is the field spell of the deck, locks our opponent out of the extract if we have a tribute summon monster, and also makes it where our the Heavenly and the Underworld Monarch can basically be 1 tribute instead of 2. Next we play Tenacity of the Monarch, our search card of the deck. Basically Tenacity, we gotta reveal a Monarch in hand, and then we get to add any spell or trap that we want that features Monarch in its name to our hand, which is really good. Next we play triple Stormforce. Stormforce is broken. Basically activate Stormforce, and we are allowed to tribute summon 1 monster on our opponent's side of the field, which is really good. And it's just broken. That's why this card's limited to 1, but this is the non-banlist version, so I'm going to play 3. I'll play 1 Return of the Monarch. Basically, when we tribute someone, we basically can add another Monarch to hand, which is really good. I'll also play the 1 March of the Monarch. March of the Monarch makes it where, as long as I control a tribute summon monster, then my Monarchs can be affected by card effects. And to round out the spells, I'll play triple Pot of Greed. Get that consistency. You can make that a lower darkness if you want to add more dark Monarchs to the deck, but personally I just like playing Pot of Greed because this is a non-banlist version. The 1 Rhoda, to search out the Ida, you can basically search her out off of reinforcement of the army, which is very good in general. Next I play the 1 Dark Hole for board wipes and 2 MST because I hate back row. And for the traps, I play 1, 2 Prime Monarchs. So the Prime Monarch, basically, when this card is activated, it's continuous. We can basically recycle cards in our graveyard to our deck and draw 1. Or if this card is sent to the grave, we can banish a Monarch spell or trap and basically bring this back as a monster, which we can use for Tribute Father, which is really good. And the last card we run, the 1 Escalation Monarch, allows us to tribute summon on our opponent's turn, which allows us to do some disrupt them with our Monarch cards, and it just really good in general, and it's 1 of, because everything is super searchable in this deck. This deck is super consistent. Not as consistent as Pendulum Editions, but it's up there with Pendulum Editions. Well, anyway, this is my Monarch deck profile. I hope you like and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Tell me anyway in the comments below how to improve my deck. And also tell me what duels you like to see, what deck profiles you like me to do. do and what decks you would like me to build. Until next time, peace out. Because you're leaving the domain now. So, bye.